Hello, welcome to Autistic Tea. I'm autistic, I drink tea, and I talk about things. And today I would like to talk about a series that I've been thinking about doing for a while, called Autistic and Pregnant. Or will it go this way? Autistic and Pregnant. The title's down there. You already know. Um, so earlier this week I got my marina out, which if you've watched my endometriosis video, you'll know I got in to manage those symptoms. And now that it's out, my partner and I can start trying to have a baby. Yay! So the reason I wanted to start this series is because I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos and like looking into blogs and doing research and stuff on pregnant people's journeys, their journey through pregnancy, their journey through trying to conceive, their journey through birth and early parenthood. I've been watching videos by gynecologists and doctors and all that jazz because I want to get a lot of information. I believe that information is really helpful. I personally like to know as much as I can going into any situation, and especially with something as physically and mentally taxing as pregnancy and birth, I really want to have as much knowledge and as much preparedness as can be going into this experience so that it can be, the best experience that it can be. Obviously I can't control my pregnancy and you can't really prepare for everything, and it's one of those things you have to experience to truly understand, but it's something that you can research and do your best and avoid pitfalls that other pregnant people have said, look, here are things you can do to help mitigate blah 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 blah. And that's been really helpful for me, getting people who are experiencing pregnancy talking about it and being really open about it. And I really appreciate people who share their difficulties with conception, their difficulties with pregnancy, their difficulties with birth, and even the good things. I really appreciate people sharing that journey. So I wanted to help contribute to the grand library of information on the internet for that. But also, I haven't found anything from an autistic perspective. Obviously I know that there are autistic parents out there and autistic people who have given birth, but I haven't seen anything that's like a weekly vlog or monthly update on pregnancy sort of thing from a autistic perspective. It is something that has been concerning me, not so much to deter me, but something that has been like playing in the back of my mind, is how pregnancy is going to impact my experience of my autism. See, I currently manage my autism very well, actually. I really enjoy being autistic because in my current situation, I have a very supportive partner, a supportive family, and supportive friend group. So I'm doing really well, and I currently don't have to work thanks to my partner. So that means that I manage my symptoms really well, because there's a lot of factors in my life that I'm in control of, and I don't have to deal with a lot of outside stressors unless I'm voluntarily going out into environments. So with pregnancy, I'm worried, it might impact my sensory issues, my processing issues, things like that. And unlike most other things, I can't remove myself from the situation. With pregnancy, you kind of just have to wait it out. So I wanted to document that to see if there is any difference. There could not be, but there probably will be. And I believe it will be helpful for other autistic people who are thinking of having babies themselves. I also wanted to document it because there's not anything I have found from a non-binary perspective. Of course, all of the people I found sharing their experiences identify as women, and they talk about women's bodies, they talk about women's health, and most doctors do too. Shout out to Mama Dr. Jones, who just moved to New Zealand. So woo, I'm so glad she's here. I doubt I'm going to come across her in my healthcare journey, but she uses gender neutral language when she's talking about uterus health issues and things. So she says, birthing people, pregnant people, menstruating people and people with a uterus. And I really, really like that. And that's something I have struggled a little bit going to gynecology, obviously, to get the Marina out. It says women's health, you know, are you going to the women's clinic, women's health? It's like, okay, yes, I have a uterus, I have a birthing canal from which I can birth a child, but I am not a woman, and these things do not a woman make. So I would like to share my journey as a non-binary person who is going into pregnancy, and I hope that will be helpful for people, even if you yourself are not, you know, a non-binary or trans man going into pregnancy. A lot of these things also apply to trans men, because trans men do get pregnant and have babies. Not all of them, but some of them do, and they aren't any less men just because of that. So, like, I'm not more of a woman just because I give birth. They're not less men just because they give birth. You know, all these things. And so I just kind of, I thought maybe it might be helpful. And the biggest reason, actually, I mean, yes, I want to share for like educational purposes and things like that, and to find a community out there, and to, you know, help contribute back, because I have been taking in a lot of information from people who've shared their journeys, and I want to share my journey as a sort of way to like pay it forward. But the main reason is that I am just so excited. I've been waiting for this my whole life. I have wanted to have kids as long as I can remember. I just know that being a parent has always been, you know, a part of who I am. And it's something that I have been willing to wait for, but I'm so happy that it's finally here. My excitement is just so big. I'm like, every molecule seems to be vibrating with it. That my partner, my friends, my family are not enough people to share it with. They can't contain all of this excitement. So I wanted to share it on the internet, because like then all the excitement gets dispersed around, and I feel like I won't burst if I share it. Because next door is having a ramp put in, which is really good, really important. But it just means that I will have to pause for construction. And yesterday I needed to nap, and I was like, oh, clashing needs of disabled people, such is life. So really, I just want to share how excited I am. Like, through my conception journey, I'm going to be giving, you know, little updates on, you know, lifestyle changes I will be making, and um, any like things that I'm prepared for, things I'm looking forward to, things I'm nervous about, you know, and sharing that, because my conception journey might be very short or it could be very long. Who knows? Um, and hopefully, once I do get pregnant, I will share monthly, maybe weekly. Depends how I feel. Depends if there's that big of a difference between week to week. Updates about what it's like being pregnant and how I'm feeling. And I'm just really excited to share that with people, because I'm so excited. I'm just jazzed. Okay, I'm just jazzed to be a parent. I'm jazzed to be pregnant and give birth. That might sound weird to some people, but I'm just down. I'm excited for it, and I can't wait to share that journey with you. Okay, thanks. Bye. Oh, do you like my mug? It's a travel cup, but I took the lid off because it's actually juice. It's not tea. I lied. But it says witch's brew and a broom and because it's my aesthetic. As you can tell, I have a type preference. I like it.